Round and round it goes. The coaching carousel spinning once again this offseason and causing changes at more than a dozen Texas high schools. Those changes affecting schools from 6A all the way to 6-man. Bryan, Copperas Cove, and Killeen all have new faces, while Tyler Beatty is going to take over the reigning state champs China Spring. A few familiar faces are in new spaces this year. David Haynes went from Marlin to Whitney with a stop at Valley Mills in between, and Craig Horn stays in the same district, going from Italy to Axtell. Sprinkle in a few more changes down in the Brazos Valley, and there's plenty of change coming this offseason. Now, one name you didn't see on that list, longtime head coach Kevin Hoffman, who announced earlier this year he was stepping down and stepping away from football, but his retirement from Mart lasted all of 10 days. Now he's back on the field he loves, doing the job he loves with the team he believes is poised for another deep run.
It feels different than it has the last past couple of years. Again, if we can get the young kids, get them some experience early, and our non-district schedule is going to be tough, but we want them to learn from that and get better and be ready when we do hit our district schedule.
Elsewhere, it's an old cliche, but there's no story quite like a good homecoming. That's the case down in Salado, where Tom Westerberg, an Eagle alum, is coming back to the nest, bringing with him a pretty impressive resume. Westerberg coached at Allen High School, where he turned that Eagle program into a perennial title contender. There, he coached eventual Heisman Trophy winning quarterback Kyler Murray and won 4 state championships in just 7 seasons, including 3 in a row from 2012 to 2014. When you ask him why Salado, the answer is pretty simple.
This is a job that I've wanted for a long time. This is home. I went to high school here. Went to high school just right over here by the backside of the stadium, and have always wanted to come back. I was just in a point in my career that the opportunity arose, and this was going to be landing spot for retirement. But I want to go out coaching.
The Eagles are picked to be district champs in 11 4A Division II, but they'll have to get there through a Connolly Cadets team that is built on D1 talent, including quarterback Jelani McDonald, who's committed to play at Oklahoma State next season. But if you ask him, he's just the start of the Cadets' wealth of talent.
Jamari Wiggins, dog. Kobe Black, he a dog. Kiefer Sibley, dog. Underrated, dog. Caden Turner, dog. Isaac Perez, a dog. You're a great dang.
Well, there you have it, a bunch of dogs in a competitive District 11 4A. Salado and Connolly picked to finish at the top, while Gatesville, Madisonville, and Robinson will all fight for the final 2 spots. All 3 of those schools have new coaches this season. It was a storybook season for China Spring in 2021 as the Cougars ran the table and brought home their first state title since 1978. The expectations are just as high this year, but the road back to AT&T Stadium is going to be far more difficult. First, no Mr. Texas football. Major Bowden's at Lamar now. The Cougars also jumped up from 4A Division II to Division I, where they will share a district with the other reigning 4A state champions, Stephenville. It's a tough ask for Tyler Beatty, who was promoted to replace Brian Bell as head coach, but the Cougars have the experience to make another run this fall.
We got a lot of guys that return that played a lot of football for us, so they know what it looks like. They know the grind. They know it's a long season. And if we just worry about today and this segment of practice and this week's opponent, then we'll let everything else handle itself.
Elsewhere in China Springs District, the Vega Pirates are hoping to reclaim their spot atop 4A football. The Pirates got bounced from the postseason in the 3rd round last year, and that's not up to their standard. Coach Hyde said this year their rushing attack will lead the way yet again. A ton of experience on the line, and sophomore running back Bryson Rowland is hoping to build on a breakout freshman campaign.
I mean, the expectation of Vega High School is the same it always is. I mean, we're preparing to play in this late December and possibly bring home the ultimate prize, and that's what it's been here for 10 years, and it's not going to change.
The road to AT&T Stadium runs through District 5. My goodness, you have 2 undefeated state champions plus La Vega, who made 2 of the 3 title games before that. Say a prayer for Alvarado and Waxahachie Life. If you think that district is tough, wait till you hear what's coming down in 3A. We'll check in on the District of Death, the 11 3A Division I, as the road to the Red Zone continues.